Have you ever felt like you're speaking into a void? You pray, you cry out, you plead with God for an answer, for direction, for relief, and all you hear back is silence. It can be one of the most confusing, even painful experiences in the life of faith. You start to wonder, God, are you there? Do you hear me? Do you even care? If you've ever felt that way, you are not alone. Throughout Scripture and throughout history, people of deep faith have wrestled with seasons of divine silence. It feels like absence. It feels like inaction. But what if God's silence isn't emptiness? What if it's part of His strategy? Today, let's explore a profound truth. When God is silent, He is often still working. His quietness doesn't mean He's distant or disengaged. Many times His silence is a sign that He is orchestrating something behind the scenes, something we can't yet see, something that requires time, patience, and unwavering trust. Why does His silence feel so difficult? Because we live in an instant world. We expect immediate responses. We want quick fixes. Waiting feels like punishment. Silence breeds doubt. We start to fill the quiet with our own fears, our own anxieties, our own interpretations. We might feel forgotten, abandoned, or that our prayers simply aren't important enough. Think about a seed planted in the ground. For days, weeks sometimes, there's no visible sign of life. But beneath the surface, unseen, a miracle is happening. Roots are taking hold, life is gathering strength, preparing to break through. Or imagine a master builder working on a grand project behind scaffolding. From the outside, you see only the covering. You hear muffled sounds. But behind the veil, intricate work is being done. Pieces are being put into place. Something beautiful is taking shape. God often works like this, behind the scenes, in the quiet, preparing something far greater than we could ask or imagine in our timing. Consider this. Perhaps you've prayed fervently for a specific job opportunity. You prepared, you interviewed, you felt it was perfect. You pleaded with God to open that door. But the call never came. Silence. Disappointment sets in. You question why God didn't answer. Months later, you hear that the company went through massive layoffs, or that the work environment was incredibly toxic. Or perhaps because that door remained closed, you were available when an even better, unexpected opportunity arose, one perfectly suited to your gifts, leading you down a path you never envisioned. In that moment of silence, when you felt unheard, God wasn't ignoring you. He might have been protecting you. He might have been redirecting you. He was working, arranging circumstances, seeing dangers you couldn't see, preparing a future you couldn't yet comprehend. His silence was an act of hidden grace. This waiting in silence isn't easy. It requires deep faith. The prophet Habakkuk understood this struggle. Facing confusion and violence, he cried out to God and waited. God's answer included a powerful promise found in Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. For the revelation awaits an appointed time. It speaks of the end and will not prove false. Though it linger, wait for it. It will certainly come and will not delay. Though it linger, wait for it. God acknowledges the waiting. He understands the feeling that things are taking too long. But He gives a firm command, wait, and a steadfast promise, it will certainly come. His purposes have an appointed time. Our timetable often doesn't align with His divine schedule, but His timing is always perfect. Think of Joseph, sold into slavery, forgotten in prison, years of silence before God elevated him to save a nation. Think of Moses in the desert for 40 years, seemingly abandoned, before God called him from a burning bush to lead His people. Think even of Jesus, silent in the tomb for 3 days, while the greatest miracle in history was about to unfold. God's silence often precedes his most powerful revelations and interventions. So, how do we navigate these seasons of silence? First, we must reframe our perspective. See God's silence not as rejection, but potentially as preparation. He might be working on you, developing patience, strengthening your faith, equipping you for what's next. Protection. He might be shielding you from unseen harm or a path that isn't his best for you. Positioning. He might be aligning circumstances, people, and opportunities behind the scenes, waiting for the perfect moment to reveal his plan. Second, we must practice active waiting. Waiting on God isn't passive resignation, it's active trust. Pray continually. Even if you feel you're not getting answers, keep talking to him. Share your frustrations, your fears, your hopes. Prayer aligns our hearts with his, even in the quiet. Immerse yourself in Scripture. God has already spoken volumes through his word. Remind yourself of his promises, his faithfulness, his character. Stay in community. Share your struggles with trusted fellow believers. Their encouragement and prayers can sustain you when your own faith feels weak. Look for small signs of his faithfulness. Sometimes God whispers in the quiet moments. Be attentive to his gentle nudges, unexpected provisions, or moments of peace. Most importantly, trust God's character. Remember who he is. He is good. He is sovereign. He loves you unconditionally. His plans for you are for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. If you are in a season of silence right now, take heart. It doesn't mean God has forgotten you. It doesn't mean your prayers are bouncing off the ceiling. He hears every word. He sees every tear. And in his perfect timing, in his perfect way, he is working. Though it linger, wait for it. He is faithful. The dawn will certainly come.